Century C is trying his hardest to tap into the American market, and his ex is mad about it, since he cheated on her in order to do it. Who could have seen that coming?
Now, if you don't listen to Century C's music, which a lot of people don't outside of hits like How Can I Be Homophobic, My Bitch Is Gay, Band for Band, Sprinter, Obsessed With You, some Pink Panthers features, and so forth, you might not know what Century talks about, and these are pretty much all the songs that his American fans know about him, even before he cheated on Maddie for ISIS. And no, I'm not calling a grown woman Ice Spice. In damn near a quarter of his official release songs, he references cheating on someone in a relationship constantly. Along with this, most of his listeners by far are in Europe, as you can see on this little charty chart here, but we'll get into that a bit more later. Let's play a little game. I'm going to read some of these lines, and I want you to tell me if you would ever take this person seriously, romantically. Line 1. Shoulda deleted that text, then you wouldn't have known that I fucked those hoes. Don't act like you care how I feel. You don't. And I got commitment issues, but I'm trying to fix that for you. While literally being a fuckboy in the song aptly named Commitment Issues. Song 2, Sex, Money, Drugs, where he says, Vex that I sold you a dream, baby, but you shouldn't have bought it. It's not my fault you got the feeling that you shouldn't have caught. 3, lucky I never got AIDS. I fucked them raw every time I got laid off, no pain. And now the one that everyone's talking about, I woke up to my show eat crying. I said, now I'm not being unfaithful, baby, and somehow you caught me lying. I tried to say it was one of my G's, but we can call the guys. But if it weren't one time, it was 4 of 5. From my ex-wife, Pink Panther song, Nice to Meet You. Beautiful song, by the way. I love her. We're going to get married soon again. Based on these lines, there are 2 possible answers. 1, he will cheat on you and be a terrible partner. Or B, he's currently the biggest British rapper out, and he's very physically attractive, has money, talks about being unfaithful often, but it doesn't matter. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. You know what? I'm not going to use the language I would like to, but to put it politely, Madeline deserves the Rank 5 Dumbass Award. Someone makes it very publicly known that they're a terrible choice in a partner, and then complain when all of the signs were there? Like what? This is the equivalent of me dating Madison Beer, by the way we're currently engaged in my head, and then getting shocked and complaining when a bunch of A-list celebrity dudes that look way better than me, with more money than me, are in her DMs trying to get her to leave me, which she never would, by the way, because we're in love. Common sense really isn't even that common. I don't know anything about her, but she seems like a sweet girl, Madeline. I genuinely never understood why the stereotypical sweet girl or sweet guy always goes for the person that's literally the absolute omega giga polar opposite of them and expects nothing bad for them. Can you imagine someone like Zendaya or Pink Panther who's dating like a Drake or an NLE Choppa? Fuck no. They're literally both some of the sweetest celebrities ever that haven't had any issues, that are publicly known, at least. But can you imagine someone like Meg Thee Stallion or Sexy Red dating NLE Choppa? Hell yeah, 100 trillion bajillion trillion omega %. Some people are just not compatible, which is okay, which also shouldn't be a hard concept for people to grasp, which it somehow is. Just like when someone says, likes, or posts something that automatically lets you know what kind of person someone is, you need to listen to it. It's the same exact thing, even platonically. If you see your friend talking a lot about FORTNITE, which I do stream, some clips will be at the end, link in bio, they probably like FORTNITE. If they post a lot of political memes, they're probably into politics. And if they speak a lot about cheating and sex in their music, they are probably obsessed with sex and will cheat on you. If a group of people doesn't really know you or fuck with you that you want to acquire, what's the easiest way of getting them to do that? Do things like collabs, relationships, fake relationships, beefs, fake beefs, streaming, or going on Instagram Live together. An example will be the Twitch streams like Pedophile Scott did with Ninja, getting brought out on tour by other rappers or musicians so you can get exposed to their crowd. ISIS, whether you like or hate the music, you gotta admit, it's at least enjoyable for the people who like bad bitch music, like myself sometimes when I'm getting dressed. Even as a hater, I admit I'll be throwing them back to her sometimes. You know? Now, let's be real. Ice Spice can do a bunch of shows in most places within the U.S. outside of the random butt-fuck nowhere cities like maybe Denver or somewhere in North Dakota or maybe Savannah, Georgia, those types of places. But if it's like a Baltimore, New York City, Atlanta, LA, she's definitely playing those shows 100 trillion%. Along with some big Canadian cities like Toronto, some big European cities like the countries like the UK, Germany, Italy, along with those slightly less popular European countries like Poland that tend to have a lot of rock festivals for some reason. The same can be said for Central C outside of Europe, you know, but which means that he's like not too popular outside of Europe. But in most places in Europe, he can do pretty much shows almost anywhere. If we look at all the 9 private shows by Central C that we have access to, we see he has 7 pages worth of shows in the US, with one being Guffball, another one being Dreamville Festival, and opening for Drake and Lil Baby on their previous tour. No solo shows in the States still for him. Now, when you compare this to Ice Spice, she has a few solo spots across the States, you know, got brought out a few times on other people's tour, like Clan Member Cat, I think with Nicki Minaj as well, more big music festivals and so forth. So, once they become a couple and start to associate themselves with each other, their fans and general listeners will check out the other person, symbiotic relationship type shit, biology. I paid attention in that class. So, I mean, you know, smart tactic from both. Merge 2 completely different fan bases and audiences to make it easier to get more of the other person's fans. Now, what percentage of it is because he wanted Ice Spice over Madeline, and what percentage is it to tap into the U.S. market a little bit more? We can never know because we're not him. But damn, it already worked a bit more with each song, especially with the Lil Baby feature on Band for Band, even though he's not as hot as he was musically back in like 2020 and before. But it's still working out pretty well. Hopefully he gets to do a bit more shows across the U.S. I would definitely go to go see some of his songs perform live. But yeah, do you guys think it's gonna work fully? Seems like maybe it is because a bunch of people are talking about it, and so am I. So we'll see. Thank you.
You know, I do stream as well. FORTNITE. I'm trying to get that popping. I'm only averaging about maybe 1 or 2 viewers a stream, but I'm trying to at least hit like 5 or so pretty quickly. Once again, you know, I don't encourage subbing or donating or anything. If you could just if you're interested in FORTNITE and you enjoy the clips that I play at the end, enjoy my sense of humor and all that, please just pop in, at least check it out. Follow on Twitch, which is completely free as well, not paid at all. And just check it out. If you laugh, you enjoy, keep coming in. But that's it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you, and thanks for watching.
I actually have a multi-trillion-dollar idea. The audiobooks or whatever. And then book talk, they're all horny as hell. So what we could do is we could get Kevin Gates to narrate some of those freaky books and then just make $7 trillion off it. Sign him to a contract. Boom. $7 trillion easy.
Do you remember Quanos? He's this dude on Instagram that posts like the absolute most insane stuff. Like this. Honestly, if I'm gonna be real, I feel like he's almost as bad as King Batch, if not like 7,000 times worse. And on top of that too, I feel like all of his videos are almost I feel like he's only slightly less worse than this one dude. Yeah, Kira, I feel like he's definitely only a tiny bit less worse than this one Kira tweet. All of Quanos' posts are almost as bad as this one tweet. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, this makes me feel like
Hey, Kung Lao wristbands looking like a hitman, but a nigga tryna hit a lit man. Your phone to the bathroom, fucking through the zip man, left a leg shaking like the crib dance. Who that at the front door? Think that's a crib man. Pay that man a total no tip man. Pack it out, pack, got my eyes low, it man. Now I'm on go, let it rip man. Hey, go.
sit the fuck down, Izzy.
Go. Fast lane, okay, hey. On that bitch like a 10-piece. Shake it, make that bitch catch me. Pussy from the hip, I'm a hip beatin'. Suck on my dick like a sip beatin'. Watch all that shit when your lips speakin'. That's why your wife looking sick beatin'. She said that my dick was still beatin'. And that I hustle like niggas.
I keep the crack in my sock down. I keep the scope on my down. One bitch she giving me talk down. Look on I love it so rock down. Slipping the bitch in my pistol. That means they want like a pillow. Skin ass who hit you with missile down. Ain't your bitch a lot of speed. 33 shots to the head down. 33 shots to my tape down. 33 shots to the back. Ooh, your nigga flex up.